noise. The kids be like, no, mommy, nobody make noise. My husband came back. The man came back, came upstairs.
The guy, he look intimidated, but that's not who he is. You know, he's a wonderful guy.
The guy downstairs, he killed my brother, the neighbor. He killed my brother and my dad.
The law still doesn't feel real.
I think that I'm dreaming. Killing my husband in front of my 10-year-old.
Yo, face! Show your face, please, with sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, this is actually a bizarre story that took place in New York over the Halloween weekend. However, it has nothing to do with a Halloween party or anything of that nature. A Brooklyn family of Haitian descent has been broken up as two members will be gunned down during a brief argument, where we would later find out stemmed from loud noise. Now, a 47-year-old man along with a 27-year-old man will be shot and killed all in a matter of minutes after a dispute over noise in the apartment complex from an angry neighbor. The sad part about it all is that a lot of us are losing our lives due to senseless killings, especially in these small apartment complexes and projects where everyone's living on top of each other. It's hard trying to tell your neighbor to stop playing loud music or to stop their children from running around in their apartment, and oftentimes when you do, it usually turns out to be a dispute between two individuals. Now in this case, it just appears as if tempers have flared, and I also got a feeling that the suspect who shot the two individuals were already looking for trouble, as he would approach his neighbor's door already with a firearm in his possession, indicating that he knew exactly what he was expecting to do when he went to approach the neighbor. Now you have people on social media justifying his actions, saying that he had to protect himself while going to address the neighbors in case it got out of hand, but then there's others saying that it wasn't called for, and him having a firearm just proves that it was premeditated and this man already had intentions on doing something wrong.
My husband have no gun, no weapon. Why would you bring your gun to shoot my family? Why would you bring your gun to tear my family apart? Why?
So we're going to get into this video so we can tell y'all what led to this crazy double homicide in Brooklyn, New York. In the meantime, hit that like button and make sure you hit the bell so you're notified every time we upload new content. If you're from New York, let us know in the comments below as y'all check the video out. Now let's get into it. Now there's a gruesome video floating around that shows the actual shooting that we can't post here. However, I left a link to the video for you guys to see pinned in the comments below, so if you want to check it out, you could just click there. Now I'm sure most of you already seen the video, and as it just shows a 2-minute long argument with two people, that feud have actually been ongoing for some time now. This dates all the way back to March of 2022, starting with noise complaints by the suspect, who lived with his 73-year-old mom on the 3rd floor directly beneath the victim's family. Police say the noise complaint started on March 8, 2022 at the Flatbush Gardens complex on 1418 Brooklyn Avenue, where the caller would complain that there is constant banging on the floor. Cops would arrive, but upon speaking with both families, they've decided it wasn't a criminal matter, so they would just leave it alone. Someone from the suspect, a 47-year-old Jason Pass's apartment, made a total of 6 calls to 311 to complain about the noise. The suspect's sister would say that they've lived fine at that Brooklyn Ave address for over 2 decades, while the victim's family just moved in 5 years ago, and that's where problems between the two would strike immediately. And as I could imagine so, because to go from not hearing any noise to now having to deal with hearing noise over your head, I guess it will have to take some getting used to. Now, the suspect's sister says that the victim's family would constantly move furniture at all hours of the day and night and have their children running up and down like they're at a quote playground. She even goes as far as alleging that Mathurin and his wife would encourage the children to purposely run around the house just to make noise and antagonize their family below, saying that the noise was intentional. She also states that they let their sink and bathtub overflow, which damaged their ceiling with water damage in the bathroom and kitchen. The sister will also make claims that Mathurin and his wife had already threatened her brother Jason and their 73-year-old mother prior. The sister says that it was so bad that when they would go in and out the building or to go to the vehicle, Mathurin and his wife would scream out, "We're gonna kill you, we hate you," on numerous occasions. Now, the sister says they complained about the family a bunch of times and nothing was ever done about it, which will heighten the tension between the two families and take matters into their own hands. From doing further research, I understand that the apartment on the 4th floor above wasn't properly maintained because it had wooden floors without any carpet on it. And if you know anything about wooden floors without carpet, you know that's a recipe for disaster. I'm unsure if that played a role in it by itself, but I could guarantee that it did play a huge part when it came to making the noise worse. Now, Jason's sister will also allege that when the family would bang, they would simply bang back using a broom handle to hit the ceiling. Mathurin's wife, 48-year-old Mary DeLille, will sing a different tune as she states that the suspect is crazy and since they moved there, he'd been attacking her. She would go as far as saying that the suspect was prejudiced against her family only because they was Haitian, but cops have no reasonable suspicion to believe that any of this was due to their culture. Now, on Sunday, October 29th, 2023, at around 10:40 p.m., the neighbor from the 3rd floor would make his way to the 4th floor to approach the victim's family after it said that he banged on the ceiling and the husband would stomp back on the floor. In the surveillance video, all we could see is the part where the door is already open and Jason passes arguing with Mathurin's wife, Mary. But Mary alleges that he was kicking the door instead of knocking on the door before they opened the door. Shortly after arguing with her, the bodybuilder husband Mathurin will make his way out to address the man. He then runs back inside to put on a shirt and a pair of sneakers and return back out with a pair of scissors. Mathurin would then put the scissors up to Jason Pass's torso area, but you can't hear what they're saying to each other because there's no audio on the surveillance footage. On the surveillance, Mathurin's wife can be seen trying to stop Mathurin and take him in the house, and while Mathurin was distracted, the suspect backed up as he would take out a firearm. And as Mathurin tried to get away, Jason Pass finally shot him in his back and in his head. Now, if that wasn't enough neither, as a 27-year-old son, Chinwei Mo, would try to get away, Jason would turn the gun on him as well, killing both of the men in the process. Surveillance showed that Jason wouldn't even run, as he would sit there and wait for the elevator that took about 20 seconds to come, and he would take it downstairs to the lobby as he would leave the building. Now, when it comes to Jason Pass and who he really is, reports say that Pass was a correction officer but was terminated back in 2005. Pass was charged with menacing and reckless endangerment, but pleaded guilty to only disorderly conduct in the now sealed case. The case would allege that Pass pulled out a pistol on 2 plainclothes officers in a road rage incident. So it looks like he has a history of pulling out weapons, and let's be honest, if he's willing to do it to 2 plainclothes officers, then he's willing to do it to anybody. You know, and I do realize that a lot of people that was retired correction officers or are correction officers or anything of the law, a lot of times they have that, you know, that thing about them, the way they feel like they can do whatever they want because they either have a weapon or they know people that are law enforcement or whatever the case may be. Now, Vladimir Mathurin worked 2 jobs as an Uber driver and a truck driver and was a bodybuilder. I want to hear what you guys got to say after watching this video and then also watching the surveillance video, because some people are calling it self-defense on Jason's end, while other people are saying that it wasn't due to Mathurin walking away and being shot in his back. And also in these apartment complexes, man, you are faced to deal with multiple personalities as everyone is going through something. So you'll never know who you may come across. You know, somebody might be going through something today and you say something wrong or do something wrong. Next thing you know, y'all in a dispute. Now, from people who could be financially frustrated to those who just aren't happy with themselves and take their misery out on everybody all day, to people partying and playing loud music while you trying to get rest because you got work tomorrow. It's a lot. So my condolences go out to the victim's family, because now 2 people's lives are lost while the suspect is also now on the run. Y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. A lot of people didn't know what was going on. People asked us to do something based on this. So we just figured we'd do it to give a little more clear, understanding on what's going on, because a lot of people just see the surveillance video but don't know that it's a lot of history behind, what we seen. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. We don't know. I want to hear what you guys got to say about this. So y'all get in the comments and let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.